welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Richie's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, Brad Pauls. How you doing, Brad?
All good, mate. Glad to be on. Thanks for having me.
No,
cheers, mate.
Honestly, it's been worth the wait, mate. Worth the wait.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Glad to be here. Thanks.
Your hair's better now. But no, how's things generally?
They're good, mate. They're good. They're getting better knowing that boxing's around the corner. You know, before it was, you didn't really have like a date or like a vague picture when boxing was coming back. So now we're getting to the point, you know, it's more than likely going to be September. It makes everything just feel a little bit better. You're training towards something. You have a goal in your mind. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so things are better now than it was before, but I'm happy boxing's coming back, man. And like most people, I've missed it. I've missed the small hall, missed the training, the dieting, everything. So we're back. Come on, September.
You've missed the dieting.
It's weird. Like,
what are you doing?
I don't know. You get, because you eat rubbish and you feel rubbish. And
true.
I miss the purpose of it. Do you know what I mean? When you diet before, like, well, you can't have that because you're not going to make weight and it's very strict. And you have like a real good reason to do it. And now, just eat what you want, do what you want. So
yeah,
I missed the purpose a little bit, but it's coming back, mate.
Yeah, it's good to have had, you know, Eddie and Frank doing their bit, chucking the shows on, because it gives us that bit of normality back, doesn't it? And there's been some cracking fights as well, isn't there?
Yeah. So if you're a TV fighter, you've pretty much been able to carry on almost like normal. And it does it. You get to before when there was no boxing on the weekends. It's horrible, wasn't it? Or no sport on the weekends in the first lockdowns. Didn't know what to do with yourself, did you? Like, be a Saturday night and I'll be thinking, what am I gonna do here? Yeah, but it's back now, so it's good.
Yeah. Any fights in particular for you that you've enjoyed?
I would say all three of Canelo's. How they've been so close together.
Oh, no, mate.
And because sometimes time's going really fast, I feel like I watch them every weekend. So it's just like the next episode of Canelo. But I've enjoyed watching him. He's been good. Class, isn't he? It's absolutely class.
I think if he had his way, mate, he would box every weekend. I think that he's that sort of champion, isn't he? He wants to be out.
Old school, like different gravy, mate. Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about Canelo. And he wasn't available. So no, mate, joking. Brad, where did it all start for you, mate? You know, you've been boxing for a while now.
Yeah. I've been boxing for 18 years, since I was 10 years old. And I feel old saying that, you know, like I think I had my debut in my amateur 2003, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So I've been boxing, I was amateur for 12 years and I've been pro for 5-6 years now. So it's been long, mate. It's been long, but I'm coming into the best years, I think. It's like my apprenticeship's been done for these early years, and then these next 3, 4, 5 years are when it picks up and we find out how good I am. Because at the minute, I'm not really sure, to be honest. So I could passed all the tests I've been given, but I haven't had all the opportunity in the world. So, yeah.
So you started at 10. When was your first fight, or did you have your first fight at 10?
This was back in Newquay, so I started off in Cornwall. There's not a lot of clubs. And the second there was a club in Newquay, I went to it. First day it opened, I was there, keen as. 10 years old, trained for a year, had my first fight at 11. And then, boxed in Cornwall till I was 18. But I knew, when I was boxing in Cornwall, I knew I wasn't going to get very far because there isn't much competition. There isn't a lot of opportunities for fights. You'd end up fighting the same kid 3 times in one season, do you know what I mean? And you're not going to learn that way. So I somehow got into university, right? If you know me, I'm not very academic, right?
I'm here, mate.
I knew. That's it. Look, we're all blessed in different ways, but I knew if I got into university, it would take me out of Cornwall. So I applied to 5, I got accepted to 1, but that's all I needed, I got accepted in Southampton.
Okay.
And that was it. I went Southampton in 2011 when I was 18, and I boxed at Golden Ring Boxing Club. And I went to Golden Ring, and it was just completely different level than what I've been boxing at, and I got smashed up for months, like bad spar. Like I was getting battered month in, month out. I don't know why I kept going. I must have been nuts because I was just well out of my depth. Like going from Cornwall to it's a really good club, Goodwin, had some good boxers out there, and yeah, I kept going. And then after a few months, and I started to get a bit better, and eventually the kids that were beating me up, I was dealing with them like easy, like your whole. But I just needed that opportunity to be around better boxing. Yeah, to go up the levels. I had it in me. I just didn't have the opportunity. So,
yeah.
And then I did one season there, went undefeated in my first season. And then second season, he was like, right, we're ready for championships. Entered CYPs, won that, which was quite a decent title. NABCs, I think it's called.
Right,
for like your age in the country. And then I went into the Elite ABAs first time, got to the semi-finals, which is all right for a first crack. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't really boxing at that level. Ended up losing to a guy called Luke Saunders. If you know amateur boxing, he was real good back in the day, like his class. And then yeah, I lost on a split. And then yeah, but it took me to the level I needed to be at. Do you know what I mean? And then boxed there for 4 years, something like that. 4 years. And then after that, after uni, I was like, right, time to turn pro. And I knew Essex, East London was where the best boxing was. So I moved my whole life up here, and that's it. Been chasing a dream since, mate. Yeah.
So did you always have the ambition to turn pro? Was that something you always wanted to do?
Yeah. Obviously, like you think, oh, maybe like the Olympics and stuff like that. But I think where my progress was delayed quite a lot because boxing in Cornwall, I didn't have the opportunity. I just don't think that was meant for me. And as well, like, I think some people are more suited to the pros. Like I'm not a slippery, slick boxer, in and out. Do you know what I mean? Amateur style, more come forward puncher. Do you know what I mean? So it does suit the pros more. So yeah, I think that a British title seems better than an Olympic title. I think so. Yeah, more suited to the pros. I think.
Yeah, the British is kind of for me, that's one of the titles to have, isn't it? You know, everyone wants that British title to be the best in Britain. Is amazing, isn't it? You know, there's world titles. Don't get me wrong. No one's gonna turn around and go, "I don't want a world title," but you know, that British title is the sort of the coveted thing for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not an easy belt to get. We have a good level of boxers in this country, especially in some weight categories. To get the British, it's almost like getting a world title. Do you know what I mean? Like it's competitive, really competitive. So
some
that's
people
the dream.
Never get it. Some people
don't.
You know, they'll jump to the European, or they'll, you know, because they think, oh, actually, it might be easier to pick up the European title, depending who's got it, and you know. But I just think going that typical route, you know, the southern area, Commonwealth, British, European, and build your way up, because then you know your level. If you just jump in at world and get chucked out,
that's what I like about it's true. Like that's what I like about. Look at Tyson Fury and Billy Joe. They won all these titles all the way up to where they got to, and it's got to prepare them like properly. It's got to go in their favour. I mean, they're not going from like English and then jumping for like a intercontinental against a really tough like Mexican. Every single step, boom, boom, boom. All the experience gets them ready for the next step. But the British, I'd love to have the British, man. It's a gorgeous looking belt, isn't it? It's just, yeah, that's the goal, man.
Well, you won the southern area, didn't you, in 2019?
Yeah.
And defended it.
Yeah. Won it, defended it, and then had everything set up to fight for the English. I was 4 weeks out, and then COVID. Yeah,
that dreaded word.
Yeah, ruined everyone's lives, mate. But yeah, so everything for a reason. But I want to get back to the English, and then it's a mad thought that the next step after the English is the British. It's just that close. So yeah, just keep winning, mate, and get back to where I was, to the English level, and then move from there.
Yeah, and like you're saying, you know, look at your record so far: 14 fights, 14 wins, 9 knockouts. Good old boxer. No, but it is though, isn't it? If you keep on winning, there's no reason why not. Those things quickly come up, don't they? Because now you've got that first belt, and you've got that taste of the first bit of gold. Basically, it's almost like on to the next.
On to the next, yeah. So there we go. Obviously, Linus, my gym mate's got the English at the minute, so I'm in a little bit of a queue. So we're just waiting to see what happens. But
are you the same weight division?
Yeah, both middles. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. It's brilliant in the gym, like really competitive. We all get on, we help each other. Tough sparring with Linus. But it's just one of those, like, it's like politics. Like, we can't fight each other, and that's it. Like, there's no way around it. And he's got the belt I want, so I have to wait. I'm waiting on him at the minute. But he's won it, defended it. I imagine if he wants to do me a favour, he'll vacate it soon.
Yeah, come on, Linus.
Sort out, Linus. Get another belt, mate. Come on. Sharing's caring.
Not fair, is it? That's not fair. He's going to sit there on purpose. But but no, yeah, he's done well winning the English, and as you say, you know, the next step for him is the British or the Commonwealth, and then it's kind of going from there, isn't it? And then you're almost chasing each other up there, you know. But it's a hell of a division anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. It's busy middleweight. So obviously you got Felix Cash, Bentley, Dignam, and if I can't say his name, Black Thunder, Aguiarco.
Rings a
The one who stopped Chapman in the 7th, like me. But he seems a decent fighter.
Because you've obviously got Denzel as well, Bentley.
Yeah, Denzel Bentley.
He's just, you know, well, lost an emphatic style, didn't he, to Felix Cash? I don't know where that came from. That was kind of...
Yeah, do you know what, though? I've sparred Felix. I knew him since the amateurs, and I knew that was going to happen. I had money on it. Felix he's a good boxer, mate. He's class. But yeah, he knocked him out, didn't he? About five right hands in a row, wouldn't it? And then
it was quite nasty, wasn't it? To be fair. But as you say, what division to be in, and you're at perfect time. You know, you're what, 28. You know, you're kind of in your prime age, and wear and tear's not there because, you know, 14 fights in, you've won the majority, I think, by TKO.
Yeah.
You know, the wear and tear's not there, so the career just keeps going, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Like, I think I always look at Ricky Hatton. Like, if you live the life, you can go on a little bit longer. Like, I remember Ricky Hatton when he was 31, and he was just, it was over. Like, you could visibly see he went the same. But all the way through the lockdowns, I've just always trained, just mainly to keep myself sane. But if it will show later on, I think, in your career, like, if you stay disciplined, you'll be fresher for later on. And I hadn't had wars or anything like this where I've been knocked down and knocked out and all these things. So I think at 28, I've got a fresh 28. I ain't got big miles on the clock. Yeah.
No, definitely, mate. And as I say, we look forward to seeing you back in the ring September time-ish. And get back out there and do what you do, mate, because not going to lie, Brad, you're bloody good at it.
I know. I just want to find out how good, mate. Like, at some point, I'm going to find my level. Where's that? I don't know yet. So it's just probably more curiosity. Like, of all the times I've stepped up, title eliminators, title fights, defended it, I've always won by knockout. So I'm yet to have that fight where you go, maybe this is his level. So I just got to keep going and keep stepping up.
Yeah, those ones where you kind of get in a fight and then you suddenly think, right, I've got to dig deep here. And that's when you know you've kind of, you know, the test is there, isn't it? So...
But I want it, like, I'm dying out. I'd love to have an absolute war, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's back and forth, and you've got to dig deep. I think it's a weird thing to want in your career, but I sort of want to test myself like that. I want to have one of those fights. So at some point it's going to happen, and I will have one of these fights in the next couple of years, and I look forward to it. I'll relish it, to be honest. Yeah,
well, as I say, September time, mate. I think it's at York Hall as well, isn't it? Iconic venue. And I'll definitely be there, mate. As soon as you know, let me know when you're on. I'll be down there like a shot, mate.
Yeah, mate. And then we go to the pub after. Celebrate.
Make up for that COVID time.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, mate, thanks for your time. And I wish you all the best, mate. I think you're really going to go places. And just give Linus a nudge, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I'll sort it out, mate. Don't worry. Vacate, please. Sap.
Yeah.
Nah, cheers, mate. Cheers for having me on, buddy.
No
Nice
problem
one,
at all. And I'll speak to you soon.
Nice one, buddy.
Take care, Brad.
Bye, bye.
Thanks, mate. Brad Pauls. Yeah, hopefully getting back out in September. Currently under Goodwin Boxing. Yeah, really, really lovely guy. And yeah, all the way from Newquay, he's come right up, you know, around that Essex, London area, and Southern area champion in the middleweight division. Won it in June 2019, defended it in November 2019, and now he's ready to take the step up, the next step. So yeah, as we say, it's all on Linus Udofia, really. You can either vacate the English and move up, you know, let him have the English. So yeah, thanks for your time, mate. If you've enjoyed watching it, you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and check out the rest of the content. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much.